Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have another one of our weekly series of Disney's 70th anniversary, Disneyland's 70th anniversary of the Disneyland theme park, the very first one that started it all, the only one that Walt's been to. This episode features the Incredicoaster over in California Adventure, the sister resort to Disneyland itself. Right within walking distance, so close as compared to all the parks in Florida. You have to take boats and buses and planes and trains and whatever else. Here, you just walk across the little courtyard kind of thing, and you're in a different park. That's what's so great about Disneyland. Yes, it's smaller. It's the first one they started. It starts small. And it's surrounded by suburbia, no longer orange groves, but still. What this is all about is that Disney released on Disney Plus exclusively a series of walk-through, ride-through experience videos, point of view. That's what they call it, point of view. And you get to see what it's like to ride the rides, walk through the park when it's just you. Maybe you might see a person here or there on some of those walkthroughs in certain parts, maybe on Main Street. You never know. You might see somebody familiar, maybe somebody with big ears. You never know. But on the rides, you get to sit in the best seat right up front, in the case of the Incredicoaster, and you get to just ride all over. It's ride the entire ride from start to finish. And you also get, at the beginning, you get to walk through these arches and see what it looks like to get in line. The aesthetic is so much like The Incredibles, the design work from the films, that kind of retro, futuristic 60s kind of style that they have in those films. It's just really neat. It's one of my favorite rides, if not one of my favorite roller coasters of all time. Not just because it's a fun roller coaster. It's not the longest coaster. It's not the highest coaster. It doesn't have the most twists and turns and tricks and loops. It is just the storytelling aspect. It's the storytelling and the music. Yes, it is. You are basically strapped into a roller coaster. What looks like you're going to be hanging out with Edna Mode as she babysits Jack Jack. Well, she immediately loses him, and the family is on the case and trying to get Jack Jack back immediately. They don't even get to leave. Like, she's supposed to be babysitting him, and they didn't even get to leave before the baby gets lost. Just disappears. From the launch at the very beginning, along with Dash, and you basically head through this ride and interact with each of the family members, and yeah. And the story wraps up at the end. You hear the word Jack Jack said a lot by the family members, all the original cast, but it's mainly, for me, the music. The music makes you feel like you're going so much faster than you really are. It's composed by Michael Giacchino, who did the music for the Incredibles films and so many other things. Lost, and didn't he just recently do... he did a lot. He does a lot of Disney stuff, a ton of Disney stuff, but I thought for sure maybe he did Superman. I'm probably wrong. I think I'm pretty wrong on that. Either way, Michael Giacchino, Incredibles soundtrack, if you know that, you know what I'm talking about. It feels like he wrote the music to fit with every single dive, swoop, and turn and loop that you experience during this ride. There's only a few things that I can say bad about this video, is the fact that you, one, can't smell the cookies. Yes, there's a cookie smell on this ride. Yes, chocolate chip cookies. I'm not kidding. If you haven't ridden it before, I'm sorry. But make sure you enjoy the cookies. It's one way. How else are you going to get a baby back? Seriously. You just tempt it with cookies. Other than that, there's also the fact that it's not shot at night. The experience for me, I go out of my way to make sure that I ride this at nighttime. So if you ever have a choice, and you've never ridden on it before, yeah, you can ride it during the day, but go back at night. Go back, and the light, the sound, the experience is just, to me, so much better, because the lights really pop, and it just, yeah, it's also not hot. Usually not as hot as it usually is during the day, so it's definitely worthwhile doing it then. So yeah, if when it comes to these kind of things with all these rides, hey, it's these kind of these walkthrough videos. It's only 3 minutes long. You get to walk up to the archway and walk through. Never stand in line, and it's a good thing. For a lot of people who are afraid to just go to Disneyland or any of the parks because they don't like standing in line for a really long time, this is a good way to skip it all. Yeah. And also, it's for rides that it's for people who might not like roller coasters, who might not want to experience certain rides. Sometimes they don't like drop rides, they don't like roller coasters, they don't like some of the wilder stuff. Even the Ferris wheel, the Pixar Pal Around from last week or 2 weeks ago, people don't ever really experience those. Well, guess what? Here you go. We have an episode of these every Sunday until run out of them. It's going to be all 16 episodes, not counting the 2 that we watched for May the 4th when they did the Star Wars ones on May the 4th and 5th, I believe. So, yeah, we're going to go all the way through the end of October. And you can probably guess which one I'd saved for last when it comes to late October. So, beyond that, seriously, take a chance and just go through all of these. Set your focus on the screen and just enjoy. If you have never been in the rides before, here's your chance to test it out, unless you like to be surprised. And if you haven't been on it before, hey, here's your chance to safely sit in your own couch. And you're missing it. If you haven't been to the park in a while and you really missed this ride, well, here's your chance to re-experience it without spending a whole lot of money. Oh, come on. Here we go. Let's unlock. Nope. Let's unlock this. Thank you. So, music, speed, lasers, the cast, all the cast is here. And next week we're going to have another episode back in the regular Disney park. I don't know what it is right now. I already have it chosen, but we'll find. We'll figure it out. So, yeah, definitely take some time to check this out. It's one of my favorite rides. Again, they had to film these. I understand why they filmed it during the day, and it's before the park opens. It's early in the day, or before they even let people into the park, I should say, is when they had to film it. Because otherwise you'd hear screaming and yelling and talking and everything else in the background, which you can't really control. No matter how many times they probably ran through this thing. And I wish they could have also panned a little bit to the left, because at the very end of the ride, this is probably just a mounted camera on the roller coaster rather than somebody wearing a camera and turning their head. I wish they could have turned. You could have seen the final shot inside after they get Jack back. Spoilers. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 96. 96. We are getting so close to the end of this month. Well, so we just had a thing about a baby here. We have another baby-related thing, but it's a documentary. I'm not sure what this is. I've seen it when I was researching, making sure everything, finding all the new stuff. And this is fairly new, I believe. So I don't think it's been sticking around for a while, but we're going to watch it next tomorrow when we watch Operation Baby Lift, the 50-year journey. And I don't know what that is offhand. It'll come to me when I look at the thumbnail. But Operation Baby Lift, the 50-year journey is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.